Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. Get set to match up with the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Come on, the ball. 9. Right there.
On first down, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
By the Giants.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
1 yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
54.
From the gun, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Giants, first down.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 37.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 9.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
To go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And Tate's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
A big run that time by Elliott. 47 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Giants 3, Cowboys nothing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Jalen Smith who worked through to make that stop.
1-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, Jones. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Stop right there. Everyone got 4 down. Slant.
Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Tate on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They begin with a run by Barkley. Barkley, a 1st down and more. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 41 yards.
I've seen that play a couple of times already.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Nice play, man.
1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
47-yard line.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. To throw is Watson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 39-yard line.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Down at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go to Barkley again. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Saquon Barkley on the
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain on the play.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 23-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Slam, slam. Check. Bang, bang. 31.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the point after.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Corey Valentine on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
54 mark. Check, right 54. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Jones back to the air on second down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
Over on down.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt. And really, a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 99! Check 99!
Watson now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
I got 19, I got 19. Check 31, check 31.
They go play action here on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of
32 that time.
Giants.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones, and that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Golden Tate.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
1st down, New York.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5.
Jones.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
C.D. Lamb on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The tackle made.
Now in his 4th year out of Alabama, there's Dalvin Tomlinson making another nice play up front. He's been one of the strong points of this Giants defense.
They go to Elliott again. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on third down, Watson eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
We saw a number of good games earlier today, and this one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, keep it up. Look at the shoot. Check. Lucky.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll give to Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
3rd and 4.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On the counter, Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This will be from 53 for the win. And this one is right down Broadway. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Cowboys, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. Scope the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never cap, out of the drought. Watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, talk on my tall, walk on my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need to win, who need to win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be, playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe down with the gang now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a ring now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just the heel.